and I ran up to him and I bit him in his private parts.
It's only 11 something, but why does it feel like it's 2 something? We just vibing.
Y'all, I know. I have not been on YouTube in a quick minute. Like, I think it's been like 6 months since I uploaded a video. And hopefully this video goes right so I can upload it. But like, it's been a quick minute. And I know I look like a piece of I know, don't tell me. I know I look like a piece of I was gonna make something tomorrow at school, but school is canceled tomorrow because of the snow, and I was really disappointed. So y'all clicking on this video for a reason, and y'all getting ready to hear me say like 3 childhood stories that were really bad. Like, I was a really interesting child. Very interesting, and this should be interesting. So the first one is a short one. It's about this time I bit this kid in preschool. So when I was little, I went to a little preschool. Like, it was a little private school, preschool. I was playing by myself. Like, I wasn't bothering anybody. I was to myself. I think I was playing with like a race, like a truck, and I was like playing. I loved toys back when I was little, and like I think I was playing with like a little truck. So tell me why this little white boy came up to me, right? He came up to me and took my toy. Like, I didn't like people messing with me, like, and so I thought in the back of my mind, like, I remember this vividly, like, I thought in the back of my mind that I should tell the teacher, like, I'm just gonna tell the teacher. But I wanted him to get in trouble. Like, I wanted him to pay for what he did. But I knew if I like would have got up and told the teacher, he would put it down and then run away, and then the teacher wouldn't do anything. I took things in my own matter, and I ran up to him and I bit him in his private parts. I don't know if I like actually bit down on the thing, but I bit somewhere, and he dropped the toy. And he started crying. Yikes. So he started crying, and he went to the teacher, and I was like, damn it, like, now I'm going to get in trouble. So like, there was like another little room, and I ran under the table and hid. And so the teacher eventually found me. She got me, took me to the principal's office. The principal talked to me and was like, you're not supposed to bite. I had a really big problem with biting people, by the way. Like, I didn't stop biting people until I was like in 3rd grade. Like, it was really bad. They expelled me for like, I don't know how long. All I know is my mom told me that they ended up expelling me, and it was really bad. It was terrible. And they ended up expelling me for about, I guess, 3 days, and we ended up getting McDonald's afterwards. It was lit. Like, like I was off of school, like I got McDonald's afterwards. I don't think my parents even cared at the time. Like, I really don't. I don't even remember them yelling at me. The next story is about the time I ran away from my house. It was really bad. So I was in the 2nd grade, right? So the house I was living in at the time, it was a really fun community. I really liked my friends. There was a lot of kids to play with. It was like really fun. So at the time, my grandma, my mom's mom, was living with us at the time because she was sick. She had like Alzheimer's. Like, she lived with me my whole life until like, I think she died when I was like in 3rd grade. But yeah, my aunt, after when the condition started to get worse, my aunt started to live with me. So my mom's sister started to live with us to help my mom take care of their mom, if that makes sense. She was really cool. But anyways, my parents were away. They had to go to this church thing. I don't know exactly, but they had to go to this church thing. I think my mom was gonna come back and pick me up at the time, but so all I gotta know is they were gone, and my aunt was taking care of me, right? And this is, I think, the first time she had ever really babysitted me for real. So I heard a knock on the door, and it was my friend. I didn't know she was coming over because we didn't, like, you know, we would just like go over to each other's houses. We would guess when we were home, when they were home. Like, we couldn't like call them up. It wasn't like that. We just like I didn't know she was coming over. And beware, my mom had told me not to go outside and play because I think she was gonna pick me up, and that's why she didn't want me to like go outside or because of my aunt, I don't know, but she just didn't want me to go outside, right? You know, as little kids, like, going outside is like being on our phone right now. Like, we would live to go outside and play with our friends, right? I love playing with friends. Like, it was like my best. It was like, ooh, it was great. And she wanted to play, and she had gotten this, like, I was trying to find a picture of it, but she had those toy cars that, like, you could drive around, like those little mini, I don't know how to explain it, but those little mini cars. So I was like, hey, where'd you get that? Like, I was like, I wanted to ride. Like, y'all best believe I wanted to ride. She was like, you want to come outside and play? I was like, yeah, like, my mom wasn't gonna stop me playing in this toy car. And so my aunt came downstairs, and she was like, your mom told you can't go outside and play. Can't do that. Your mom's gonna come by and pick you up soon. And I was like, no, I want to go outside. Like, it's only gonna be a second. Like, I can go outside. Like, it's okay. Like, blah, 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 blah. And so we were going back and forth. And so my friend, like, she saw us fighting. So she was like, you know what? Like, because we were, like, fighting. And so my friend was like anybody would be like she was like leaving, and I was like, whoa, wait, don't leave, to my little friend, right? And she and I was like, hold on, I'll convince her. And she was just like, and so I walked outside, and she started pulling me back in the house, and I was like, this ain't so she started pulling me, and I started pulling her back. She started pulling me, and I hit her like this, I guess, and I hit her back, and she ended up like falling, I guess. It was really bad. Like, we like got into a whole fist fight, and while my friend is watching, and I left with my friend, it was really bad. So I ended up leaving with my friend, and we had a good time. Like, we were lit, we played, we chalk, we went to her house. Her house was right around the corner. Like, it was right around the corner. And, like, we played, and it was really fun. My mom ends up coming to the girl's house. She did embarrass me, though, because she was, like, in her nice church clothes. Like, she, you know, she was all dressed out. And so I was, like, playing with chalk, and I'm like, oh, shit, I'm getting beat. Like, it's done. Like I told her, like, I told my friend, I was like, bye. It may be a while till you see me, because I'm going to be grounded. I'm going to get my ass beat, and I'm going to get a second ass whipping from my dad. Adios, like, rest in peace, like, please come to my funeral. And I was really like, it was really bad. I don't really remember how the whole engagement went. All I remember is that she told the mom that I wasn't supposed to be there. So we went into our car, and I was like, oh no, like, I was really scared. So she started yelling at me. She was like, you don't push your aunt, like, that's so disrespectful, like, I told you not to even go outside, like, how could you do this? And she's like, you're gonna say sorry to your aunt and all this stuff. So I came in, and she was like really mad, and I had gone upstairs, right? She was like, you don't ever sneak, and she got the belt, and you don't ever sneak out the house. And so I ended up running downstairs, because I didn't want to get my, what child does. So I ended up running downstairs, and my mom ended up catching me and be my, like, and it was like really bad vibes, and it was really awkward between me and my aunt, and it was just really bad vibes. I don't really remember after that really what happened. My dad was, of course, mad. Like, it was really, so this is the third story time. Really, again, really bad. This happened only a few years ago. I think it happened when I was like in 7th or 6th grade, something like that. It was Thanksgiving weekend, right? And so all the family was there. We were gonna take pictures, right? Me and my two other cousins went to Jumpology. And after I think we went to Jumpology or Sky Zone, something like that. We had gotten Paneras. I ate too much, but I ate a lot of mac and cheese and a lot of watermelon. It was just, I ate a lot of stuff. The house was all full, so me and my two cousins, we slept downstairs in the living room, right? So I was sleeping on the floor with my little, I don't think he's a baby, but he was little. He's like 3 or 4 years younger than me, and I threw up on my cousin. Like, all I remember this vividly. Like, what I remember is I woke up and I couldn't control it. Like, I threw up on him. Like, I was like, bleh. I threw up twice on him. I was trying to walk to the living room was right next to the kitchen. I was trying to walk to the sink. And so when I got up, I ended up throwing up on the floor on the kitchen. Then when I got to the sink, I couldn't throw up. I think I threw up a little bit more, but that was it. And so then I tried to wake my cousin up. He didn't want to wake up. But I went upstairs and I was like, Mommy, I threw up. Then she went downstairs. And she was like, oh my gosh, Taylor, like, it was really bad. Like, what? Like, trust me, it was bad. So she woke up my poor little cousin. I threw up all over that boy. All over him. All over him. We had pictures the next day. Our family portraits was the next day. So basically, my mom wanted me to take a shower, but I couldn't. Like, I was too weak. Like, my head was hurting. It was really bad. When everybody woke up, I was really sick. Everybody was gathered around me. Like, it was so bad. Because my uncle was there and his, like, partner. And then my aunt was there and her husband. And then my parents were there. And then my two cousins. So there were 8 people. Well, 9 people counting me. But there were like 8 people, I'm pretty sure. They had to go without me to family portraits. And poor David, which was my uncle's partner at the time, he wanted to stay home and take care of me while they all went out to family portraits. So he wasn't in the family portraits at all. But we ended up taking a redo. But he wasn't there. But because we had to take a grandchildren picture, like a cousin's picture. And we ended up taking those, and poor David, he wasn't there. It was really sad. It was really upsetting. He was never there because I threw up, because it was me. It was all my fault. He stayed there because of me. And so those are my 3 story times on my 3 childhood story times. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, because I'm going to try to make more videos. Promise you guys, I will try. Hopefully this video turns out great. Hopefully this video I will have up posted. But yeah, peace.
Yeah, they be quick to make a fool out of you, but you ignore the signs, baby girl. You can't hide love.